Hey guys, it's Zach, and welcome back to the shop. Today, we're actually going to take on a couple competitions or challenges that are going on right now. One with the Dave Gatton CNC Challenge. It's a little Christmas or holiday challenge, as well as the Southern Woodworkers Holiday Challenge. So, what I decided to do was create me a little ginger candy dish, which I thought turned out pretty good. And because I had some extra wood, I decided to make one that looks like a stocking, which actually might be really good for keys and as well as candy. And another one that I'm not too sure what to do with, so if you got any ideas what I should do with this one, leave them down below. But let's get started. Okay, so now that we got this surfaced, this is actually the first time I've ever messed around with endgrain, especially on CNC And the reason why I surfaced it on the CNC is if you put it through the planer, you're gonna get some tear out on the edges. So I wanted to minimize that, and there's still a little bit of tear out, but it worked out pretty well. Now, since this is the first time I've ever cut this in something this thick on the CNC, what I'm going to do is do a trial run on this bottom portion here. I want to cut a simple shape out of this, and I'm going to use a little bowl bit to cut that out, and then if that works out well, then we'll cut out the other two shapes that I want to do. So let's get started. Okay, so that was a lot scarier than I would prefer. This last piece, as it was cutting through, kind of expanded on me, so I just kind of held it with my hand. Also, the bit wasn't quite long enough to get all the way through, so I had to set it down about halfway through. I stopped the job and set it down farther, so the whole time I was actually watching it just to make sure it wasn't going to plunge too far. So I think I'm at the outer limits of how far this will cut through, plus having a wasteboard underneath. If I want to cut something this thick in the future, I'm going to have to remove the wasteboard or something to pull that off. But let's see if we can get this off and check out the results on this one, and then figure out what we're going to do for the rest. Oh, it's extremely warm. There you go. Let's take it over to the bench and sand it down a little bit and see what we got. I don't know if you can see here, but looks like I got some chatter in the bit when I extended it. I got some movement, which caused this side's actually okay. I think this was on the outside, causing this to give me that groove. Now, I think with a little bit of sanding, we should be able to make that okay. I'll put it on the belt sander and try to get that nice and snug. But all in all, it looks pretty good. candy dish works. I think it turned out really nice. Now, what's cool about these projects or these contests is that you can try stuff that you've never done before. So I've never done endgrain before. I've never carved endgrain before on a CNC. And I've never carved anything as thick as this. This is 2 inches. You know, and these got cut down to 1.5 inches. So this was a real fun, just kind of challenge for myself, as well as, you know, knocking out a contest. Now I did decide to do this with food safe glue, and that's waterproof, as well as a food safe finish, just in case, you know, you throw some chocolates in there or something like that, some Bear M&Ms or something. I didn't want to worry about any of that. So I think it turned out pretty good and kind of a cool little pattern, and it was just a fun little contest all around. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.